Hey, so for anyone who's just joining, I'm decided spontaneously to walk through the middle of nowhere today, so I'm going to live stream some of this. Guys, are welcome to ask any questions. Yeah, this is rural southern or southeast China. How's my life going? Well, it's kind of at a bit of a crossroads right now because I finished my high school exams in like May of this year, and I since then I've kind of been I've been doing like a language course at Suzhou University. It's the main university in my city to pretty much improve my Chinese. And now that's finished, so I'm going off in like maybe 2 months to Australia. So leaving China for the first time in my life, really, like in terms of living. Like I've traveled to other countries, but this is the first time I'll be living away from home. So kind of like nervous for that, nervous about having to pretty much say goodbye to everyone I know, and but also excited. And I finally managed to deal with some relationship stuff, which was worrying me for a while. So I'm feeling a lot better there. Thank you for asking, though. Also, love the Invincible profile picture. Thanks. How's your life going? If I can ask. Hopefully well. Let's see if I'm going the right way here. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Oh, so what am I doing in China? So I was actually born here. I was born when my parents came here to work in 2003, 2004, that kind of time, and I was born in 06. So this is actually more so my home than the UK. I've never lived in England before, but yeah, I'm staying here until I head off to Australia for uni. The city that I'm in is called Suzhou, so it's this is the one that's right west of Shanghai. So I think I need to pretty much just follow this. Thank you. No, I'm happy to have grown up here. Really, it's a great country. If you're from, based on your name, if you're from Germany, then you can actually visit China visa free as well now. You have like 30 days. It's definitely really one hell of a place. Alright, so I have no pavement. This is going to be fun. I'm at 20% as well. I'll just get my battery out. What are my plans for the new series? So I'm going. My plan right now, it's kind of, I want to finish more of Project Concordia, of the Tal Ceti series, Contact, with the aliens and controls. Like I've got the first season or so mostly planned out in my head, and I'm going to start writing that down. I want to finish the next episode either next week or the week after, since I'm heading up to Beijing next week. But I want to try and get Contact into like a semi-regular, well, at least actually if possible even a regular upload schedule before before I end up heading off to before like university gets more intense. So I'm probably gonna try and get maybe to episode 6 of Contact. I have a little mid-season reveal plan for that. Then maybe to keep it a bit less intense as the episodes become more, not filler, but kind of like subplots. So a bit like Kiev Mapping's I think the African Madness series would be a good example of that, before they focused on like China and the whole Pacific thing. PCA, Project Concordia, to be honest, I do want to finish that. Like, I don't want to leave it on such a big cliffhanger, especially since it was this close to the finale, and I'm probably gonna maybe see if I can drop that episode as like a Christmas special. But I'm debating on whether to put the finale into 1 or 2 parts. Since originally I was actually planning to do a whole second season, but then I realised there wouldn't be enough. Like, there wouldn't be enough plot development to justify it being a season. It would more so be pretty much just China and Russia's relationship drama. So I think I'm gonna probably do a bit more of Contact, then focus on PCA for some time. Oh, the PCA finale. That's the thing. Oh god, if you saw the script that I had drafted for it, I think it's. In fact, let me just check. So the script for part 1 of PCA isn't done, but I have done the kind of bit where you lay out. Where I lay out pretty much what's going to happen in the episode, like China does this or like Turkey does this. That's 8 pages alone, and normally the script like kind of layout is maybe 1 page, usually half a page. So it's God, I think the first episode alone could actually hit the 3 or 4, maybe the 3-hour mark, I think. And in total, I'm still not sure how to structure the second one. I've been kind of running that in the back of my head a bit since maybe last year. So that would probably be another hour at least. So maybe 4 hours in total. I'm so happy someone asked about Two Revolutions. Thank you so much. God, I haven't touched that series in a long time either. I think it's definitely quite low on the priorities end right now. But I think I might consider picking it up one day, because there were some plot points I enjoyed exploring. I kind of just lost motivation for it, and when the my high school diploma came around, I think I kind of just lost interest in pursuing it. Then the only mapping I did then was possibly, I think it was just the collaboration with Sabi. So yeah, it took maybe I think it's just been kind of sitting there for 2 years. I think I'd want to do two seasons of that. I'd also want to focus on keeping it a bit smaller. 3.5 hours as well. Goddamn, that's a long video. Need to save it for Flight to Oz. But I think I definitely want it to continue for 2 seasons, up into maybe like the 1950s or probably the 1960s. Oh boy. Little dog over there. I think, in terms of order priority, it's first half of Contact, or the first half of the first season of Contact, then second half of the final half of PCA, then the rest of Contact, then 2 of. Oh yeah, the second season would probably. I don't know how much of this I want to spoil, but there's also a huge chance that this just stays in limbo and never really becomes a thing. And I'm probably not going to say the stream archive either. So the second season would pretty much be a kind of cold war. It would be a cold war between a communist kind of Europe and the rest of the so-called the self-proclaimed free worlds. We'll probably cover like a Cold War and maybe like an internal power struggle, possibly between Germany and Russia, and it would eventually culminate in World War III and probably a schism in the communist bloc as well. I wanted to also focus a lot more on characterization in 2 than I did on Project Concordia, since that was still more of my how do you say, like, I feel like I was still kind of moving away from classical mapping then. So I would probably have a lot more focus on character arcs in the second season of Two Revolutions, because there's only so much you can do with conflict in a Cold War series. thank you. I hope so too. I mean, it's God, it's honestly years down the line now in terms of when I have time to work on it and how busy I get doing university and all that jazz. But yeah, I'm really hoping I can get something done with that. I'm also working on really, I think, up in characterization in two revolutions. No, two revolutions. In contact. So just gonna check where I am quickly, make sure that I'm heading on the right. I think so. I mean, it's. I hope so. Honestly, it's because I've had quite a lot of leeway and past few months too. I think it's just been less motivation. Like I was feeling really motivated for the first 2 months of the language program. So like end of September, start of October, especially since I'd just hit a breakup. So I was kind of like, we need to focus on all the other stuff, and that really paid off. Oh, but also thank you. I really appreciate it for PCA 6. That was one of the episodes I'm most proud of. I really, God, that took such a long time to do, but and I really also had to improvise a lot of it for the plot, basically. But I'm happy with how it turned out. I've really been excited to make that for a long time. But yeah, that's fair enough. That's fair enough for the college as well. But I'm happy to hear that you managed to get a good series going. What are you studying in college? Yo, good stuff. Good stuff. What area of history, if I can ask? Like more so American or just wider scope or? Oh, exactly. God, the even in the IB, the amount of essays that we had to write. God, I think I once said. Okay, honestly, I don't know if it's even going to be harder in college you went to, but I had to write, I think, 3 essays in the space of 3 hours, no breaks, just could only bring a bottle of water in. But yeah, that was a lot of writing. My hand was pretty much dead afterwards. Yeah, it's what they need you to do is they ask for I think it was payment free, so if you do history and IB at a higher or standard level, and I did it at a high level, so you do extra subjects, in my case, like Japan, pre-communist China, and I think Japanese, and eventually early independent Korea. And you need to do, you have maybe, if you have extra time like me, due to the autism, you get maybe, I think, 2 hours, 45 minutes to write 3 6-paragraph essays. But yeah, your hand does hurt like, oh God, it's your hand and your brain as well, because you have to include historians' quotes, and you can't bring like a list of them. You need to memorize them off by heart, and you need those quotes to get a good mark. So you're pretty much just bringing in so much information and writing way too much. Tadola. Wait, but so have you finished with college yet, or? Oh my lord, that must be such a pain. Kudos to you for pushing through it though. What's the one? Yeah, it can be a pain. What's the thesis on though, Kaiser? Or what are you writing it about? Yo, that's... Okay, that honestly sounds really fascinating, genuinely. Good luck on the thesis then, and hang in there for graduation. Only, I think your summer starts in like May, the holiday, so Jayo, which means it's Chinese for like keep going, you got this. Yeah, I can imagine it. I mean, especially just with volume as well, it's... You have to write a lot. Of course, of course. It's quite funny, I feel like... Oh yeah? I know where that license plate's from. A fun fact about my city is that we actually have 2 license plates. So China, normally a Chinese license plate will go like the province, so like Su for Suzhou, well Jiangsu, or like Hu for Shanghai. But I think we and then it's got like a letter for the first, like it's got like a letter for whichever city you belong to. So Su A is Nanjing, or maybe Xin A would be Urumqi, the capital of Xinjiang. And we originally were just Su E, so like that little truck over there. But now there's also Su Yu, because I think so many people own a car here now that they ran out of numbers, and they're like, well, we just need to get the next letter. Honestly, good on, like, basically for bringing back Joseon though in your series. I mean, I feel like also just finding like your personal interest in mapping it, so a lot of fun really. What state are you in, if I can ask? If you don't want to say, it's all good. Fair enough, fair enough. Where am I walking to? So, to be honest, this is something that's been on my bucket list for... slipped a bit, but it's been on the bucket list for quite a while. I'm going to be walking from Suzhou to Zhejiang, which is the province or state to the south, then to the border of Shanghai. So maybe... I've been going for around... What time is it? It's 9:41, so I've been going since 4:10 a.m.-ish, just since I woke up a bit later than I planned. And yeah, my goal is, I was probably going to take around 12 hours in total to reach the border between Suzhou and Zhejiang, then maybe another 20 minutes to get to Shanghai. It's quite a strange border. It's mostly along this canal, so there's no physical try point, just there's no try point, just a mark in the canals. But yeah, so it's not really the Shanghai city itself as well, it's more of just probably some random village that got assigned to Shanghai when they do the borders. Favourite mapping series? I have a huge soft spot for Pax Britannica by Korean. I love Your World as well. That's been a huge inspiration for Concordia as well, like the kind of shorter episode formats and Country Balls. I really like what Kiev did with that. Pax Britannica was good. The Pax Britannica Nova, but yeah, I just I feel like that series just got a little special place in my heart. Aside from that, Pax Britannica was good. One series I found quite underrated was whatchamacallit. It was Alternate Future of South America by RS Mapping, because that was actually what got me into the genre in the first place. I was super obsessed with going to South America back in like 2017, and that series. Actually, I'll tell the full story of how I discovered mapping. I was looking for like an SCP-914 test log that involved a map of Russia, and then I found one of those, like, I forgot what the channel was called. It was like a banana with sunglasses that posted those really like slop kind of mapping videos that everyone else in the mapping community hated. And I was like, oh, that's really cool, like, alternate future. Then I kind of used that as a launch pad to get into mapping, and started with South America and cheese waffles as well. I really liked the one that he did, the Unearthed series with the stones of, I think it was like the stones that gave countries superpowers. First, good chatting with you too. Thank you. Hope you have a good day. Thank you. I really appreciate the good wishes. What time it is now? Someone's got my over back there. What's my favourite mapping series been to make? That would be whatchamacallit. To make, so honestly, not Concordia, Contact was a lot of fun, I think, especially quite early on. I think, at least in recent memory, it was really nice just being able to kind of like screw around and like take a few more liberties, and also do shorter episodes. Otherwise, probably one of my older series. I think it's a bit easier when you're like 15 years old and you don't really care, which is what I was doing. I was like, I'm just gonna make this cool series, and like, pretty much just whatever happens isn't based on logic or like some progression of the plot. It's me thinking, oh, this is gonna make a cooler point later on. But I don't know, having that kind of like, I guess, freedom and ability to just chill and not really give much of a damn, that made it a lot of fun. I think making AFOE is really nice. Also doing in recent HOE, and then the recent memory Contact. What was also funny for the alternate history of Europe is my plans for the plot changed so many times. Like, I went from originally the idea was that Norway and Shetland were going to be pretty much the protagonists and would be like, working with like the secret, coalition of nations to liberate Europe. Then I just shafted them both in the final episode and had them sit out and be neutral. I don't know what they're building there. I think that's a high-speed rail viaduct. Are you a mapper as well, Ethan, or? Yeah, that is high-speed rail. Honestly, I hope you can someday then, really. It can be a lot of fun. I feel like just don't let, one thing I'll just say, if you do start mapping, really don't give up. Like, even if you don't get many views at first, I feel like if it's something you have a passion for, really do go for it. Don't let anyone talk it down either. I really wish you the best of that. Selling fruit over there. just gonna check. I don't know if you all heard any of that since it discovered me, but only 6 hours and 52 minutes to go. So I'm pushing through with that. Managed to make it to 30k steps as well, so halfway to my target. What's my favourite mapping music? Scott Buckley does really good mapping music, and he's seems like a lovely guy as well because he makes it all copyright free. So I'd say Scott Buckley's probably got some of the best mapping music. Sanctuary, the one that Kiev used when China died in the homeland, has to be one of my favourites. I love just vibing to that sometimes. Like, Sanctuary is really good. Otherwise, I feel like if we go by iconic pieces, like kind of ones that you'll hear at some point from Mapper. That can stop that now that I think about it, but other than that, oh god, of all people, astral mapping used in a Weltreich, maybe, gosh, like 2 years ago. So it was one of those. It was the end to that Weltreich Treaty of Strasbourg video, and I was trying to find that for 2 years. I still think that's a banger sometimes. Like, it really goes well depending on the mood you're going for. Gotta leave. It was actually happy birthday. Well, happy belated birthday. Hope you have a good time celebrating, and it was nice chatting with you. So have a good one, and I send you, your family and friends, I send them all my love. Hope you guys have an amazing celebration. For the China YouTube topic, so it's weird that I don't think the PRC that specifically prohibit YouTube, at least ostensibly according to laws and regulations, can't operate here. So, and it's on the Great Firewall, but in practice there are lots of VPNs you can use for pretty much there are lots of VPNs that you can pretty much use to bypass it. So that's how I also post on YouTube, and that's how I'm live streaming this right now. But I think it's also a bit easier if you're a foreigner to use VPN. Like, I think with foreigners they can be a bit more kind of like, yeah, you need it to contact your family or whatever. But in general, yeah, you can get a VPN if you're in China, even if you're a citizen. It's not too hard to come by, especially if you use an APK. If you guys want to ask anything about China as well, you're more than welcome. I mean, part of the reason I'm streaming now is to show off my, the edge of my city. So ask away for China questions if you guys feel like it. I'm actually going to share this link to the rest of the internet as well, just in case anyone else from WeChat or whoever wants to join. So I'll just stop walking for a second. Oh yeah, but I'll answer your question first. Yes, I am living in China. So I was actually born in China. This is my last month here. Then I'm heading off to Australia for uni and on the 27th. So I live in a city called Suzhou. It's next to Shanghai. It's really, really lovely city. It's known especially for having a lot of like canals. It's called the Venice of the East, actually. There's a huge moat around the old city, and even in the new area which I live in, canals just pretty much run all the way through it. But yeah, I've been living here, oh, now that 19 years. That's a fancy taxi. Nobody's watching. I don't know, should I rant about... Well, the thing is, this is going to go on to the... if I do upload the archive... Should I upload the archive? That's the other question. Hello, person who joined. I know if you're from YouTube or Insta or any other sites, but I'm walking rural China right now, so you're welcome to ask any questions you feel like. Cheeseburger. It's a Didi out here. Someone's basically called the Chinese equivalent of an Uber in the middle of nowhere. My other thing has 42%. Okay. Oh yeah, no, China's bloody amazing. Whereabouts are you from, if I can ask, Griffin? Because you can get a lot of countries can now visit visa free for a month as well. But it's an amazing country. I truly recommend visiting at some point in your life. I mean, really, wherever you go, like even if you stay in the east, if you go to the villages, if you go to the west, it's an experience to love, and it's incredibly safe too. A lake over here. Oh, I mentioned going to university. How would that affect your upload schedules? Oh, okay. Firstly, I'm really happy to hear that you love contact. That means a lot. So, thank you first of all. So as for if it'll affect my upload schedule, I'm not too sure right now. My upload schedule kind of went off the deep end last month or so. I've discovered the joys of going outside a bit too much. Going out at night a bit too much. So honestly, that has harmed my YouTube productivity and my academic productivity. And I mean, lots of good experiences as well after it. But so I think it might make it a bit less frequent, but I do intend on at least keeping some of it going. I don't want to just keep starting and like I don't want to just keep starting and stopping series. So it's probably going to be less frequent, but hopefully more consistent than it was during my high school period, because that was crazy. I'm going to be doing an exchange program hopefully in my second year, so for that semester I'd probably not be able to upload because my PC is a huge pain to log all the way to and from Australia to China, so I'm probably going to just leave it in Melbourne. But yeah, I'm hoping especially if I make shorter videos, it'll be easier to upload frequently. I need to get a couple done before I get to Australia, especially. Maybe going to try and at least finish a bit of an arc by the time I'm settled into uni. Vitamin Max is squeezing my ear right now, telling me to walk. Thank you, I appreciate the watches. You sleep well too, and thanks for coming on and chatting. I really, really enjoyed it. Hello, people who just joined. How are you all doing today? Out of curiosity, for the two people who are watching this, you guys from YouTube, Insta, or Twitter? I'm gonna take a little rest actually. Nice. Hello. Alright, go that way. Hey everyone. Well, I'm gonna get a little photo of this bridge sign. This person's hot still. That'll be a little while. I don't understand what you're saying, traffic sign. A couple of people. So, hey guys, hope you're having a great day so far, or evening, depending on where you are in the world. This is a Q&A thing, so if you guys feel like asking any questions, you can just wrap up. You guys are welcome to anything. Oh, Tom Lee. So I'm just going to snap another photo of this nice little park gate. I love how they call it the exportation gate as well. instead of just exit. It's a wetland. Oh, I might be next to Road. This is quite funny. I think someone bought a Alipay bike out here. So you can. These are like little bike share things where you scan and pay some money to rent them. And someone just bought them out to this wetland park in the middle of nowhere. I don't know where you find these out here because we're quite far from the nearest proper city. Hello.